We are, but are you here alone? Where are your parents?
They're coming later.
Sorry, kid, but we don't have anything you can eat here.
I see.
Are you hungry?
Here's the money.
Well, you can pay after you eat, but wait, this is a nickel!
Is it enough?
Of course it's not enough. That's 10 cents right there. But it's probably a lot of money for her. And she says that her parents are coming later, but I'm not even sure if that's true. I don't want to get mixed up in something weird. What should I do? My name is Daisuke. I turned 35 years old this year, and I decided to close my ramen shop D&T within the year. I opened this restaurant 5 years ago. The reviews were good initially, and we had a lot of customers in the beginning. But one day the customers stopped coming. Now we get maybe 1 or 2 a day. Our frequent customers have told me to quit, that the ramen doesn't taste the same anymore, and that they miss my brother's cooking. They all stopped coming eventually. I tried my best to replicate my brother's cooking, but no matter how much I tried, I couldn't do it. It just didn't taste the same. My brother and I were both very energetic kids. We were both only 2 years apart, so we hung out with each other like friends and did some stupid stuff. And even after we became adults, we were good partners. One day my brother, who was a pretty good cook, suddenly suggested this.
Let's start a ramen shop, Daisuke.
Alright, I'll make the broth then.
Wait, but you're not a good cook. Just leave the cooking to me, okay?
The hell did you just say about my cooking?
But deep inside, you know it as well. You're a good communicator, so you should take care of our customers. And you're smarter than me, so you can do the finances and stuff.
And so that's how we decided to start a ramen shop with just the 2 of us. We've been doing our best as brothers to keep the restaurant running, but why the hell would you leave without me, you idiot? My brother died in a motor accident. He left the recipe for the ramen, so I tried to cook according to his instructions, but it tasted completely different. I was never a good cook to begin with, so I was never going to be able to cook like my brother. I did decide to close the restaurant, but I hadn't given up on cooking ramen. If I suck at cooking, I just gotta get better at it. I was determined to replicate my brother's recipes. And so I called a bunch of famous ramen restaurants to see if I could work there. That's when the owner of a famous chain of ramen restaurants agreed to meet with me. And so I donned a pair of suits that had been sitting in the closet for years and headed on to the interview.
Sorry for the wait. I'm the owner of Testu Ramen Tetsuaki. I can't believe the owner of D&T Ramen wants to work for me. What a turn of events.
Well, my brother who was cooking at our restaurants recently passed away. I wanted to replicate his cooking, but I can't right now. I'm just not good enough.
Wait, he died? That's why I didn't hear any good rumors about you guys recently, huh?
Huh?
Wait, sorry, I'm sorry for your loss.
And so I wanted to replicate the ramen that my brother used to cook.
That's a great sob story. Maybe you'd make more money turning that story into a book instead of trying to get better at cooking ramen.
His attitude pissed me off, but I couldn't go back down here. This was an opportunity that I couldn't waste. I'm a bit of a creative, but I can cook basic foods.
So you're a beginner, huh? Fine, we can hire you, but I only have one condition.
What is it? I'll do anything if I can work here.
Anything, huh? Then give us your brother's recipe.
Huh?
We're gonna let our rival work at our company. We're helping you out, so you gotta help us out as well.
But that recipe was made for...
Oh, do you think we're just gonna steal your recipe? We're not that stupid. We're just gonna reference it. Besides, we have our own recipes already.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you that recipe.
Alright then, the deal's off. I don't think anyone would hire you, but good luck.
Please rethink this. I want to be able to cook like my brother, and I want to revive the...
We don't care about what you want. Go back home and never come back outside. You're a useless cook. Just take your brother's recipe to the grave.
Well, that does it. Thank you for seeing me.
Well, looks like that store is never gonna be successful again. That's pretty lucky. They were one of our toughest competitors, so... Wait, if he can't replicate his brother's recipe, then that means if we're able to do it instead... I'm a freaking genius! My success story doesn't end here, just you wait.
Daichi, I'm sorry, but I couldn't protect your recipe. That night, I drank myself to sleep. When I woke up, I found myself lying on the floor. It was around noon when I woke up. Looks like I fell asleep on the spot. Wait, the recipe is gone? What the hell? I looked around everywhere in the house, but I couldn't find it. I had a bad feeling, so I went to the entrance and checked the door. There, I found scratch marks beside the keyhole. Someone broke in! And so I called the police immediately afterwards. That's when they found signs of picking on my door.
Was the recipe the only thing they took?
Yes, that was it, but you're gonna catch whoever did this, right?
We're gonna try our best.
1 month has passed since then, but no one has been arrested yet. I blame myself every day for what had happened. One day, when I was out on a walk, my nose detected a smell that felt eerily familiar. This smell! When I followed the smell, I arrived at a ramen restaurant. It was Tetsu Tetsu Ramen, a restaurant ran by that asshole owner from earlier. There was a long line stretching from the entrance, and I figured out why immediately. That man stole my recipe!
Alright, take care of things here for me.
You bastard!
Huh? What the hell? Why are you here?
What is this new menu about? You can't fool me, idiot. This is my brother's ramen.
Oh, come on, don't be stupid. This is the ramen we've been developing for years. We finally finished it a week ago.
Stop lying. I thought you had your own recipes already. Don't you have any pride?
Of course we do. If you're gonna complain so much, have some of our ramen.
Why would I eat the ramen you stole from us?
If you eat it, you'll realize how much better it is than the one your stupid brother used to cook.
And so I skipped the line and stormed inside and ordered the ramen.
Alright, eat up.
Tetsuaki said very confidently as the ramen was brought up. I had a sip of the soup, but it's different.
See? Why would we ever try to make your crappy ramen? This is why proud a-holes like you piss me off.
I ignored Tetsuaki and proceeded to eat the ramen. It was similar to my brother's, but it was also a bit different. But I could only tell because I was the original cook's brother. If any regular customer eats this, they won't notice the difference.
Now, go home. We're gonna call the police for trespassing if you stay here any longer.
I didn't have any evidence, so I couldn't do anything. They managed to replicate my brother's cooking in a month while I was just struggling to do so for 6 months. I guess something was different. I was pissed off at myself. I bought all the right ingredients and proceeded to try one last time, but theirs was miles better than what I had made. I'm so sorry, Daichi. I screwed up big time. I'm so stupid. You can beat me up when I get there. I don't think we'll be down here for much longer. I had wasted this recipe that my brother left me. I was gonna lose my will to live completely. Maybe I should just disappear along with this restaurant. That's when the small child walked into the restaurant.
Hey, sir, is this restaurant open?
She seemed like she was 6 or 7. Her hair was messy and her clothes were all torn up. She was sweating as well. Did she run here or something? Hey, where did you come from, kid? Where are your parents?
They're coming later.
Sorry, kid, but we don't have anything you can eat here.
I see.
Are you hungry?
Here's the money.
Well, you can pay after you eat, but wait, this is a nickel.
Is it enough?
Huh? Wait, on second thought, this nickel is super rare. It's probably worth at least 1 bowl of ramen.
Really?
That's right, but disclaimer, it might not taste that good. I could give her the ramen I cooked earlier, but that wasn't even worth a nickel in my eyes. Maybe I just wanted someone to eat the ramen I cooked one last time. That way, I can leave this world without any regrets. Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Eat it slowly, alright? Don't burn yourself.
This is amazing.
Really?
Yeah, this is the best ramen I ever had in my life.
That means a lot. I'm getting tears in my eyes.
Are you in here?
When I was wiping my tears away, a bunch of scary-looking men came yelling into the restaurant. Oh, I'm sorry, but we're closed for—
Hey, Harada, you can't just run away from us. Now let's go home.
Are you her father?
Huh? That's right.
I could tell that he was lying by the way the little kid reacted. And even if he was her real father, he was just letting her walk around by herself. He was not a good parent. Your daughter's clothes are all torn up. What happened?
Huh? Well, she fell on the way here and...
Was she playing in the park or something?
Yeah, that's exactly right. She started running when she was in the park, so...
But the nearest park is 30 minutes away by walking. It'll take you about 10 to 15 minutes even if you ran here. But did you run that distance to come to our restaurant?
Well, I...
Climb over the counter and come behind me.
Wait!
I pulled the girl behind me and made her run towards the back exit.
Damn it!
I called the police the moment the girl walked into this restaurant. If you're gonna run, now's your chance!
You asshole! She should be around here somewhere! Find her!
Phew, Miharu, are you alright? I asked Miharu, who was hiding behind the back exit, to come out. I made them think that she went out the back exit to make them leave.
Thank you so much, sir.
Don't worry, I'll lock the back doors so you can take your time finishing your ramen.
Yep.
After Miharu finished her bowl, the police finally arrived, so I made her explain to them what had happened. That night, I replayed what Miharu had said to me before the police took her away over and over again in my head.
Thank you so much, sir. Your ramen was the best thing I ever had.
I I felt my heart warming her up. Sorry, Daichi, but I've got something left to do down here. I was determined to restart the ramen business again. The next day, I got a call from the police. Apparently, Miharu had been abducted before she visited my restaurant. Does that mean that those men were her kidnappers? Apparently, she ran away from the kidnappers and had been walking around for hours before she finally stumbled upon my restaurant. When things ended peacefully and her father said she wanted to thank me directly. Today's the day he's supposed to come. Today's the day my fate is decided. Phew, I can't believe those guys were the kidnappers.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Daisuke?
Yes, I am.
Sir!
Oh, you look so much better.
I can't thank you enough for what you did. My name is Ushiro. This is my daughter, Miharu. Thank you so much. Let us repay you.
But all I did was give your daughter mediocre ramen, and I just did what anyone else would do.
So, is this your restaurant?
It used to be. It's closed now. We used to run a restaurant called D&T here.
Oh, I've heard of you guys. It was pretty famous back then. But why are you closing the restaurant?
Well, my brother, who was the cook, passed away, and I was mainly responsible for the finances, so...
Oh, I see.
I thought about reviving the restaurant after working at another ramen restaurant and refining my craft, but...
But what? Please tell me your story.
Well, it might not be that interesting. And so I told him about what had happened over the past few years. I was probably more tired than I let on. I just started talking and I couldn't stop, and Mr. Ushiro just listened to my story carefully without interrupting.
That's terrible.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have trusted people so easily.
No, you were just desperate is all. You just wanted to keep your brother's restaurant up and running. That sense of responsibility blinded you.
Well, that's definitely true, but the recipe book is gone now.
But you do remember what it said on there, right? You made that same exact ramen for my daughter from your memory.
Huh? Well, yeah. I remember what it says because I read it like a million times.
That's all I needed to hear. I'm going to help you replicate your brother's ramen.
Huh? Replicate?
To tell you the truth, I run a business called MoniRobo Ramen.
MoniRobo Ramen? You mean that mega company?
That's right. I want to help you since you saved my daughter's life.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, I am. I think your passion shouldn't go to waste. Let's surprise an entire industry together, and we'll make sure to keep your brother's recipe a secret. I can sign a waiver for you if you want.
Are you sure about all this?
Of course I am. You saved my daughter's life. I need to do something to repay that debt. So, sir, please let us help you.
Sir, I want to eat more of your ramen!
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to working with you. And so I partnered up with the people over at MoniRobo Ramen and started a project to replicate my brother's ramen. Apparently, I was a worse cook than I thought. The cooks over at MoniRobo Ramen were shocked to see my cooking skills. But none of them gave up on me. They all taught me the basics of cooking, and the ramen just kept on improving. And 3 years later...
Yeah, it's me. Did you find the recipe? Not yet? You better find it soon.
Ugh.
Everyone got tired of that recipe we stole from D&T. I can't believe people used to eat that stuff over at their restaurant. Now I've got to steal someone else's recipe.
Seems like you're in a pickle.
What the hell? How did you get in here? I don't want to see your face right now. I'm gonna sue you for breaking and entering.
I could do the same to you. You broke into my home and stole my brother's recipe.
What are you talking about?
Whatever. I have something I gotta tell you today.
What? Did you finally decide to get a new job or something?
No, I'm starting a new ramen restaurant. It's gonna be called New D&T. I'm gonna follow my brother's recipe and start from scratch.
Everyone will get bored of that ramen in no time.
Well, it sounds like you've been through that process already.
What are you even talking about? And besides, you suck at cooking. You can't replicate your brother's recipe.
Well, I'm launching my new restaurant right next to yours.
What? But our restaurant is in the best part of town. How could you afford to pay rent there?
Well, the people over at MoniRobo Ramen are cooperating with me.
Are you talking about that MoniRobo Ramen? How did you get them to cooperate?
Well, I can't tell you the details, but just know that we're partnering up, and we're not gonna pull our punches.
That's funny. There's no way your stupid replica could ever beat our authentic ramen.
Authentic? That's rich, but whatever. That's all I have to say. And so I opened up a new restaurant right next to Tetsu Ramen. We used to be pretty popular before we closed, so a ton of people showed up to our grand opening. There were people that knew my brother's cooking there that day, and...
Whoa, this tastes exactly like your brother's ramen. How'd you manage to make this?
This is what I've been craving for.
They all loved it, and our popularity grew exceptionally, and we became the talk of the town. Meanwhile, Tetsu Ramen was losing all of their customers.
Hey, what kind of trick did you pull?
Hey, I'm working talking right now.
There's no way that you can make ramen that could become this popular. What did you put in there?
Then have some for yourself, you'll probably be able to tell.
Alright, fine then, I'll reveal your secrets.
This is the exact opposite of what happened 3 years ago. I showed Tetsuaki to his seat and brought up his ramen. Eat up! Tetsuaki was already getting ready to complain before he even ate, but when he took a sip of the soup…
What?
How is it? Tetsuaki seemed visibly shocked.
This can't be the same recipe. It's impossible. Ours is nothing like this.
That recipe wasn't actually complete.
What do you mean?
Well, my brother only takes notes when it's absolutely necessary, so we had to figure out everything from how much time we boil the noodles to when we pour the ingredients in. It took us 3 years to figure everything out.
No way!
Now, Mr. Tetsuaki, you do realize that you basically admitted that you stole our recipe, right?
What the hell are you talking about? The police aren't gonna believe you.
Well, I'm not planning on going to the police, but I am quite mad at you for what you did. So I might as well just end up selling a recording of our conversation to the media.
A recording?
Everyone knows about you stealing other people's recipes, and you can probably imagine what would happen if this news leaked out on the newspaper. The most important thing for our restaurant is reputation. So, your restaurant's reputation would sink to the ground.
Those accusations weren't even true. If you're so confident, then do it. I'll sue you for defamation.
But the accusations are true.
And I can testify on that. You're…
When he saw Mr. Ushiro and the man that he was with, Tetsuaki started to panic. Well, that's understandable. The person you were directing to steal another restaurant's recipe for is a former employee of MoniRobo Ramen.
What?
Do you know how many restaurants suffered because you stole their recipes? I couldn't forgive you for doing something like that, so I decided to get revenge against you.
And all of our conversations have been recorded already. You're gonna take these files to the media, along with the recording of our conversation from earlier.
Please, wait! We can talk about this. Didn't you want to work with us to refine your craft? I'll let you work for us.
I was able to revive my brother's business, so I don't have any use for you anymore.
Then let's cooperate. If we join hands, no one will be able to beat us.
I already know that your sales have been declining for a while. Well, that's to be expected. All you do is steal other people's recipes. Go to hell along with your half-baked recipes.
But wait, please!
And so, as I said I would, I sent the recording file to the media. This incident became front-page news shortly after being leaked, and the police started to investigate Tetsu Ramen affairs as well. They found the person that broke into my home and arrested them as well, but…
I can't believe it was the same group that kidnapped my daughter. They were in on it with Tetsu Ramen.
I thought it was weird that they could afford to pay rent in the best part of town. It all makes sense now. It came out that their business was connected with the Yakuza, and they were forced to close down all of their locations.
You bastard, this is all your fault! How are you gonna take responsibility for this, huh? Forgive me, please!
I don't know what happened to him after that, but rumor has it that he was beaten up by a bunch of men and lost function of both of his arms permanently. And while he was in the hospital, he received a half-dozen lawsuits and warrants for his arrest. When his arms finally healed, he was sent right to prison for his crimes.
He's actually the cook in his prison now. He's making ramen for the other inmates with his paralyzed arms. And when it tastes bad, the inmates beat him up.
That sounds like hell on earth.
Well, I'm glad that we're providing our customers with good-tasting ramen.
You could say that again.
Alright, we're about to open soon. Good luck today.
Yes, sir. Are you seeing this, Daichi? I was able to open the restaurant with the help of a bunch of friends. It's been 3 months since I opened this restaurant, but people are still flocking to it. I'm gonna keep on protecting your ramen, Daichi, so look over me from heaven. Welcome!